थे टाइम्स नाउ समिट का, जहां पर हरदीप पुरी कुछ कह रहे हैं.
Co-collaborators. I see the CMDs of the oil companies sitting here. So they have ensured that whether it was during the pandemic when they had to carry out emergency supplies in the most unconventional of circumstances, using unconventional methods, etc., they never failed us. So let me start by saying something nice about them. Why did the prices of petrol and diesel come down? You gave me like an undergraduate student that you sometimes treat some of us like. A, UP elections, B, Diwali, C, Times Now grilling. I'm inclined to say C, Times Now grilling.
Well, that's a headline for sure.
But seriously, let's look at the issue in terms of its entirety. Why do petrol prices go up? Okay? Now, I have some statistics because I like to prepare for the exam when you invite me.
Well, we thought you were coming straight from a cabinet meeting and you wouldn't have time to study.
I had to bring my preparation sheets along, no? So. When I was a student at the university, and that was in the year of the Lord 1973, I remember when I had to fill my two-wheeler, which was, I think, a Lambretta scooter, with petrol. The price then was, I think, 1 rupees 25 paisa per liter. And I have calculated the increases in price from 73 to 79, 79 to 86, 7 years onwards. Why do I take 7 years? Because that is the period of time that the Modi government has been in office. And I can tell you with total confidence that the price increase during these 7 years has been the least of all the 7-year periods earlier. It's been 30%. And if you go to previous periods, it was 70%, so on. Maybe I'm just doing a theatrical act while looking for those figures because I remember them. Let me tell you two things. In 2010, the then Congress government deregulated petrol prices. In 2014, diesel was also deregulated. Prior to that, the price of petrol at the bunk, petrol station, was determined on the basis of an administered price mechanism. Now, I just fast forward. When we had to, in effect, a total economic lockdown on account of the pandemic, because a decision had to be made on a choice between life and livelihood, the sheer requirement of survival required that we choose life, and we were not the only ones to do it. The price of petrol at that point of time, international price per barrel, came down to $19.56, March 2020. Today, the price per barrel, I don't know, these CMDs of the oil companies are here, they would know it, but I think it should be $83, $84 per barrel. I'm looking to, it fluctuates every day. Navika ji, why do states, I mean governments, determine prices for some of these things? They don't. It's the market which determines it. If the price of petrol has gone up from $19.56 a barrel to $84 a barrel, it's the global market which is doing it. What do? We undertake a legitimate function of which any state does, is to collect some excise. What did we do with that excise? During the course of the pandemic, I think we distributed free food for 3 meals in a day to something in excess of 90 crore of our citizens. the vaccine distribution figure should be about 106 crores or 108 crores today. We have a number of programs, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, Ujjwala. I mean, if I count this out, it's going to take up all the time, leaving you no time to grill me. So all I'm going to say is, we were able to navigate through very difficult times. We were able to make sure that during the pandemic and then when we opened up, moved from life to livelihood, we opened up the economy. Today, I can tell you with confidence, the petrol and diesel offtake in overall terms is higher than pre-COVID times. Today, aviation turbine fuel, number of passengers traveling in an aircraft every day. You know, I used to be civil aviation minister and we had to virtually close civil aviation totally and run Vande Bharat flights and very few. We opened up from 0 to 30% to 45% and so on. And I used to say, when we reach 330 passengers a day, we will open up completely. I'm no longer the civil aviation minister, but they've opened up. Today, we are past the pre-COVID figures. Now,
so
I think we reached, let me just conclude. I think we reached a stage where the central government made up its mind long back. So, sorry, the formal answer was the Times Now Summit. But the reality is that when a petroleum minister, who's the line minister, he's not the minister who raises taxes. The person who raises taxes is my senior colleagues, who determines excise. It's the finance minister. But the central government levies excise, the states levy VAT. Our excise on petrol and diesel has been a fixed amount throughout the period. Navika ji, it was 32 rupees a litre, irrespective of whether the price was $19.56 or it was $84. Now, I can give you a formal answer saying that as we see volumes going up, etc., we felt that, no, we had the confidence that we will do it, we will bring the price down. Timing is not determined by me. I'm too small a cog in that machine. And we also appealed to the states. Now, I can tell you some of the noise, I shouldn't use the word noise.
No, we'll come to the states later. But Mr. Hardeep Singh Puri, you started with 1973. वो सब कहते हैं कि अगर बीजेपी से कोई सवाल पूछो तो वो यहाँ इंदिरा गांधी से शुरू करते हैं या कम से कम नेहरू से शुरू करते हैं या राजीव गांधी. तो you've been playing to form. And you started with 1973.
No, 73 I started, because that's when I entered, I was in the university, then I came into professional life.
इंदिरा गांधी भी इतने से करती थी, हमने कर दिया, what's the big deal? That's explanation number one. Explanation number two, administered price regime थी. After that we moved to free market. And free market में कितनी वो free है, वो सबको दिख रहा है, क्योंकि when there are Bengal polls for some months, there are no increases that happen every week. In other weeks, post polls, prices begin to increase. So, these kind of explanations, and for somebody as erudite as you, do they even sound convincing to you, Mr.
Now,
Hardeep?
you have walked right into my trap.
Yeah, I always
You walked
do.
right into my trap. Because I did not want to go into history. I'm a student of history, but I didn't. But I wanted you to go into history, so I'll tell you what happened. I have those 7-year figures, which I have conveniently found out, but I'll give you a figure. In the year 2005, and why am I mentioning 2005? Navika, for the simple reason that the Congress-led dispensation was voted into power in 2004, and they were in office for 10 years till 2014. So what happened? In the year 2005, they decided to solve the problem. Now, you and I are having a conversation. If Times Now or its previous incarnate had a meeting like this, and you had called the petroleum minister, and there's been a very illustrious line of people. What politically they want to make sure that supplies of petrol are sold cheap at the bunk. Political objective. And they have an administered price mechanism to do it because it was before deregulation. So what did they do? They did something that if you are a person of my generation at my age and I want to live well and I want to, let's say, have a life of, how should I put it, splendor, expense, have a lot of expenditure. Do one thing, take a loan and pass the problem on to your grandchildren. This is what these guys did. In the year 2005, they floated what are called oil bonds for 1,40,000 crores. So what did that mean? They had access to this money and they subsidized the per liter price at the bunk.
तो टाइम्स नाउ समिट में आप पेट्रोलियम मंत्री हरदीप सिंह पुरी को सुन रहे थे।